Okay, so I'm back, and right now what I want to do is two things. First of all, there's a lot of stuff here that I don't really need. So like, for example, I might come in here and just start grabbing some of these outside vectors and deleting them. I don't really see a problem anywhere where, like, for example, if I click here, it's not invading my face. Let me see if I can find at least one example of that, because that would be good to show what to do. Let's say, for example, like if I clicked on this and it selected this and this down here, what I could do then is come in with the eraser tool, so that tool right there, and I could just simply delete out and separate the vectors like that, right? So then when I delete this up here, it doesn't select what's down there, and that stays in place, which actually I wanted to get rid of that, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So I just want to show you some tricks, so in case you're having trouble separating one thing from another, you can. And remember, it's probably easier to just click and drag, grab all this stuff, and get rid of it quickly like this. And as long as you've got your mouse over part of the vector, it'll grab the rest of it. Oh, so here we go. This is what I'm talking about. See that? That grabbed stuff that I wanted it to grab, but it also grabbed some of the background. I think it did. Yeah, see? So I'm going to come in again with the eraser tool, and I can just very carefully erase, and that separates the vectors. So now if I click on this right here, it doesn't grab all the hair. So that's good. That's what I wanted. Same thing up here. So again, just grab the eraser tool and separate those paths into two separate paths. So when I grab all this, that stays the same. Alright, so I'm going to separate out my background. That's easy to do. Something else I'm probably going to want to think about doing at this point is really looking critically at some areas of the face. I might need a couple lines drawn in. So for example, and this is driving me crazy, I'm just going to come in and quickly change that to black because I can't stand that that's a light gray. It's driving me a little crazy. And it's still a light gray. Alright, I'll have to come back and fix that later. But I'm going to come in, for example, with the pen tool right now. And let me deselect this. And I think I'm going to click on this layer right here. And I'm kind of glad I did, because I can see I have some lines that I feel should be there. So I'm going to come in with my pencil tool. And then when I come in with this, I'm going to unclick Edit Selected Paths. Let me explain what this does. There's Keep Selected and Edit Selected. If I just have it like this, and let me make this invisible for a second and show you on a new layer, I draw out a line, right? And I'm going to make this, of course, have a stroke of black. Alright, nothing, no biggie. And if I come over here and I draw another line, this line stays. Well, watch what happens. If I click Edit Selected Paths, this path is selected, so if I click over it and I drag over it, it actually takes this path and adds onto it like that. Problem is, if I do something, sometimes like when I do this, it'll change the characteristic of the line. In this case, it's not doing it. But if you find that your lines are disappearing, it's because you have Edit Selected Paths on. So if you draw a line and the other line that you just drew disappeared, just go back here and unclick Edit Selected Paths. So what the heck, I'll keep that for now. So I'm going to delete all this stuff, get it out of the way, bring this back up. No, actually bring this back up. Excuse me. And now I'm going to come in here with the pencil tool, and I think I need to zoom in to do this. And oh yeah, and I'm also going to smooth this out. Oh, it's already at 70%, that's fine. And I'm going to draw, and I'm drawing with my mouse pad, so it's not really easy. If you're drawing with a mouse, it's probably easier. That looks pretty good though. And I can get pretty quickly, at least I think, kind of a decent, oops, see, that's what happens. The other path goes away. That's a bummer. So if I click now on, I'm going to just join this together. So I'll start with this one and then add on to it. It should just make one big line here. Let's see what happens. Nope, see, it edits the selected path. So undo pencil, double click here, unclick Edit Selected Paths, and you'll find that when I do this now, the path that I already drew will not be manipulated. It should stay put without becoming modified, and it did. So it's hard to see, but you can see there's a line there very clearly. So now I can come back and add in other details. So it's not just about live tracing it and then just relying on that image. Go back and use the original image and look for things that you feel may have been left out of the original one. So you might need to go back and look. Like for example, I feel that this was lost completely in the making of this. So I think I need to go back and add that in. And if you're a whiz with the pen tool, go for it. Use a pen tool. This is just a quick and easy way to get a line that does basically the same thing pretty easily. I'm going to smooth that out a little bit. I think other than just doing the other eye, I think I'm pretty good on this. So that's just the next step